Hello, and welcome back to Daily Dose of English, the podcast where you learn real English slowly, clearly, and confidently. I'm Tom, and I'm really happy you're here today. In today's episode, we're going to talk about something very practical, very useful, something you will use in real life. We're going to learn English for shopping and money. That means how to ask about prices, how to pay for things, and what to say when you need to return something or get your money back. These are phrases you need in shops, in supermarkets, in cafes, in restaurants, anywhere you buy something. And the best part, you don't need advanced English. You just need simple, natural phrases that real people use every day. As always, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will repeat key ideas. I will give you time to practice. You can listen, you can shadow, you can repeat after me. This is your safe space to learn and grow. So are you ready? Take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin together. Part 1. Why learning shopping English is important. Alright, let's start with a simple question. Why is shopping English so important? Well, shopping is part of daily life. You go to the supermarket, you buy food, you go to a clothing store, you try on a jacket, you go to a pharmacy, you buy medicine, you go to a cafe, you order a drink. In all these places, you need to speak, you need to ask questions, you need to understand prices, you need to pay, and sometimes you need to return something or ask for help. If you know the right phrases, shopping becomes easy. You feel confident. You don't feel nervous or shy. You can communicate clearly and get what you need. But here's the problem many learners face. They know English grammar, they know many words, but when they go to a shop, they freeze. They don't know what to say. They feel embarrassed. They just point at things or stay quiet. That's why today's lesson is so important. I will teach you the exact phrases native speakers use. Short, simple, natural phrases. Phrases you can use right away in real situations. And the best part, you don't need to memorize long sentences. You just need to learn a few key phrases, then you practice them, then you use them, and soon they become automatic. So let's begin. Let's learn how to talk about prices, how to pay, and how to return things in English. Part 2. Asking about prices. Okay, let's start with the first topic. How do you ask about prices in English? When you're in a shop, you see something you like. Maybe it's a shirt, maybe it's a book, maybe it's a cup of coffee. You want to know the price. So what do you say? Here are the most common and natural ways to ask about price. Phrase number 1. How much is this? This is the most common question. Simple, direct, and very natural. You can use this anywhere. How much is this? How much is this? Now you repeat. Let's try another one. Phrase number 2. How much does this cost? This is also very common. It means the same thing. How much is the price? How much does this cost? How much does this cost? Now you repeat. Good job. Now let's look at the next one. Phrase number 3. What's the price of this? This is a little more formal but still natural. You can use it in any shop. What's the price of this? What's the price of this? Now you repeat. Perfect. Now, sometimes you want to ask about a specific item. Maybe you're holding a shirt. Maybe you're looking at a pair of shoes. In that case, you can say, phrase number 4. How much are these? Notice we say are because these is plural. If you're asking about more than one thing, use are. How much are these? How much are these? Now you repeat. Great, and now let's practice a short conversation. I will be the customer. Imagine you're in a clothing store. Listen first, then we'll practice together. Customer. Excuse me, how much is this jacket? Shop assistant. It's $45. Customer. Okay, thank you. Now let's practice together. Repeat after me. Excuse me, how much is this jacket? Now you repeat. It's $45. Now you repeat. Okay, thank you. Now you repeat. Excellent work. Now you know how to ask about prices. Let's move to the next topic. Part 3. Understanding prices and discounts. Okay, now you know how to ask about prices. But what happens when the shop assistant tells you the price? You need to understand what they say. In English-speaking countries, prices are usually in dollars, pounds, or euros. Let me give you some examples. The shop assistant might say, "It's $10. That's $10. It's £20. That's £20. It's €15. That's €15. Sometimes they might say, it's $9.99. That means $9.99. It's $19.50. That means $19.50. So listen carefully. The first number is usually the main amount. The second number is the cents or pence. Now let's talk about discounts. A discount means the price is lower. The item is on sale. You pay less money. Here are some useful phrases about discounts. Phrase number 1. Is this on sale? This means, is the price reduced? Is it cheaper than usual? Is this on sale? Is this on sale? Now you repeat. Another useful phrase. Phrase number 2. Do you have any discounts today? This asks if the shop is offering any special prices or deals today. Do you have any discounts today? Do you have any discounts today? Now you repeat. And here's a very common question. Phrase number 3. Is there a discount if I buy 2? This means, will the price be lower if I buy more than 1? Is there a discount if I buy 2? Is there a discount if I buy 2? Now you repeat. Great job! Now let's practice a short conversation about discounts. Listen first. Customer. Excuse me, is this on sale? Shop assistant. Yes, it's 20% off today. Customer. Great, I'll take it. Now repeat after me. Excuse me, is this on sale? Now you repeat. Yes, it's 20% off today. Now you repeat. Great, I'll take it. Now you repeat. Excellent. Now you can ask about prices and discounts. Let's move to the next part. Part 4. Ways to pay. Alright, now let's talk about paying. After you choose something, you need to pay for it. There are different ways to pay in English-speaking countries. The most common ways are cash, paper money and coins, card, credit card or debit card, contactless, you just tap your card or phone, mobile payment, like Apple Pay or Google Pay. So what do you say when you want to pay? Phrase number 1. Can I pay by card? This asks if you can use your credit or debit card. Can I pay by card? Can I pay by card? Now you repeat. If you want to pay with cash, you can say, phrase number 2, I'll pay in cash. This means you will use paper money and coins. I'll pay in cash. I'll pay in cash. Now you repeat. Sometimes the shop assistant will ask you, how would you like to pay? This means, do you want to use cash, card, or another method? You can answer, by card, please. By card, please. By card, please. Now you repeat. Or, cash, please. Cash, please. Cash, please. Now you repeat. Now sometimes you might want to ask if the shop accepts a certain type of payment. For example, phrase number 3. Do you take credit cards? This asks if the shop accepts credit cards. Do you take credit cards? Do you take credit cards? Now you repeat. Or, phrase number 4. Can I pay with my phone? This means, can I use mobile payment like Apple Pay? Can I pay with my phone? Can I pay with my phone? Now you repeat. Good job. Now let's practice a short conversation about payment. Listen first. Shop assistant. That'll be $32, please. Customer. Can I pay by card? Shop assistant. Yes, of course. Just tap your card here. Customer. Thank you. Now repeat after me. That'll be $32, please. Now you repeat. Can I pay by card? Now you repeat. Yes, of course. Just tap your card here. Now you repeat. Thank you. Now you repeat. Excellent work. Now you know how to pay for things in English. Let's move to the next topic. Part 5. Getting a receipt. After you pay, the shop assistant might give you a receipt. A receipt is a piece of paper that shows what you bought and how much you paid. Sometimes they ask, would you like a receipt? If you want one, you can say, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Now you repeat. If you don't need a receipt, you can say, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Now you repeat. Sometimes you might need to ask for a receipt. For example, if they forget to give you one. You can say, can I have a receipt, please? This is a polite way to ask for your receipt. Can I have a receipt, please? Can I have a receipt, please? Now you repeat. Or, could I get a receipt? Could I get a receipt? Could I get a receipt? Now you repeat. Both phrases mean the same thing. They're both polite and natural. Why do you need a receipt? Well, a receipt is important. If you want to return something, you usually need the receipt. If there's a problem with the item, the receipt is proof that you bought it. So it's always a good idea to keep your receipt, especially for expensive items. Now let's practice. Imagine the shop assistant asks, "Would you like a receipt?" You can answer yes, please. Now you repeat. Or, no, thank you. Now you repeat. Good job. Now you know how to ask for a receipt. Let's move to the next part. Part 6. Returning items and getting refunds. Alright, now let's talk about something very important. What do you do if you buy something and then you want to return it? Maybe the item is broken, maybe it doesn't fit, maybe you changed your mind. In English, we say you want to return the item or get a refund. Return means to give the item back to the shop. Refund means to get your money back. So what do you say when you want to return something? Phrase number 1. I'd like to return this, please. This is polite and very common. It means I want to give this back. I'd like to return this, please. I'd like to return this, please. Now you repeat. If you want your money back, you can say, phrase number 2. Can I get a refund? This asks if you can have your money returned to you. Can I get a refund? Can I get a refund? Now you repeat. Sometimes you might want to exchange the item. Exchange means to swap it for a different size or colour. Phrase number 3. Can I exchange this for a different size? This means, can I swap this item for another one in a different size? Can I exchange this for a different size? Can I exchange this for a different size? Now you repeat. Now when you return something, the shop assistant will usually ask why. They might say, is there a problem with it? Or what's the reason for the return? You can give a simple answer. Here are some common reasons. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Now you repeat. This means the size is wrong. Maybe it's too big or too small. It's damaged. It's damaged. It's damaged. Now you repeat. This means there's something wrong with the item. Maybe it's broken or torn. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Now you repeat. This means you decided you don't want it anymore. Now let's practice a full conversation about returning an item. Listen first. Customer. Hi, I'd like to return this shirt, please. Shop assistant. Sure, do you have your receipt? Customer. Yes, here it is. Shop assistant. Okay, what's the reason for the return? Customer. It doesn't fit, it's too small. Shop assistant. No problem. Would you like to exchange it or get a refund? Customer: I'd like to exchange it for a larger size, please. Shop assistant: Okay, let me check if we have that in stock. Now let's practice together. Repeat after me. Hi, I'd like to return this shirt, please. Now you repeat. Sure, do you have your receipt? Now you repeat. Yes, here it is. Now you repeat. What's the reason for the return? Now you repeat. It doesn't fit, it's too small. Now you repeat. Would you like to exchange it or get a refund? Now you repeat. I'd like to exchange it for a larger size, please. Now you repeat. Excellent work. Now you know how to return items and ask for refunds in English. Part 7. Asking about store policies. Now, before you buy something, you might want to know about the shop's return policy. A return policy tells you the rules about returning items. For example, how many days do you have to return something? Do you need the receipt? Can you get your money back or only exchange the item? Here are some useful questions you can ask. Question number 1. What's your return policy? This asks about the shop's rules for returning items. What's your return policy? What's your return policy? Now you repeat. Question number 2. How long do I have to return this? This asks about the time limit. For example, do you have 14 days? 30 days? How long do I have to return this? How long do I have to return this? Now you repeat. Question number 3. Do I need the receipt to return this? This asks if you must have your receipt to return the item. Do I need the receipt to return this? Do I need the receipt to return this? Now you repeat. And here's another useful one. Question number 4. Can I get a refund or only an exchange? This asks if you can get your money back or if you can only swap the item for something else. Can I get a refund or only an exchange? Can I get a refund or only an exchange? Now you repeat. Great. Now let's practice a short conversation about store policy. Customer: Excuse me, what's your return policy? Shop assistant: You can return items within 30 days with a receipt. Customer: Okay, and can I get a refund or only an exchange? Shop assistant: You can get a full refund if the item is unused. Customer: Perfect, thank you. Now repeat after me. Excuse me, what's your return policy? Now you repeat. You can return items within 30 days with a receipt. Now you repeat. Can I get a refund or only an exchange? Now you repeat. You can get a full refund if the item is unused. Now you repeat. Perfect, thank you. Now you repeat. Excellent job. Now you know how to ask about return policies. Part 8. Other useful shopping phrases. Alright, now let's learn some other useful phrases you might need when shopping. Sometimes you want to try something on before you buy it. Try on means to wear something to see if it fits and if you like it. Phrase, can I try this on? This asks if you can go to the fitting room and try the item. Can I try this on? Can I try this on? Now you repeat. Sometimes you need a different size. You can say, do you have this in a medium? Do you have this in a medium? Do you have this in a medium? Now you repeat. Or, do you have this in a larger size? Do you have this in a larger size? Do you have this in a larger size? Now you repeat. Sometimes you want to ask about colours. You can say, do you have this in blue? Do you have this in blue? Do you have this in blue? Now you repeat. If you're looking for something specific and you can't find it, you can ask, excuse me, where can I find the shoes? Excuse me, where can I find the shoes? Excuse me, where can I find the shoes? Now you repeat. Or, do you sell phone chargers here? Do you sell phone chargers here? Do you sell phone chargers here? Now you repeat. And if you're just looking around and don't need help yet, you can say, I'm just looking, thank you. This tells the shop assistant you don't need help right now. I'm just looking, thank you. I'm just looking, thank you. Now you repeat. Perfect. Now you have many useful shopping phrases. Let's practice everything together in one final conversation. Part 9. Complete shopping conversation practice. All right, my friend, let's put everything together. I will read a full shopping conversation. Then we'll practice it together step by step. Listen first at a clothing store. Customer. Hi, how much is this jacket? Shop assistant. It's $65. Customer. Okay, can I try it on? Shop assistant. Of course, the fitting room is over there. Customer tries on the jacket. Customer. It fits well. I'll take it. Shop assistant. Great. How would you like to pay? Customer. Can I pay by card? Shop assistant. Yes, just tap your card here. Customer pays. Shop assistant. Here's your receipt. Would you like a bag? Customer. Yes, please. Also, what's your return policy? Shop assistant. You can return it within 30 days with the receipt. Customer. Perfect. Thank you. Shop assistant. You're welcome. Have a great day. Now let's practice together. Repeat each line after me. Hi, how much is this jacket? Now you repeat. It's $65. Now you repeat. Okay, can I try it on? Now you repeat. Of course, the fitting room is over there. Now you repeat. It fits well. I'll take it. Now you repeat. Great. How would you like to pay? Now you repeat. Can I pay by card? Now you repeat. Yes, just tap your card here. Now you repeat. Here's your receipt. Would you like a bag? Now you repeat. Yes, please. Also, what's your return policy? Now you repeat. You can return it within 30 days with the receipt. Now you repeat. Perfect, thank you. Now you repeat. You're welcome, have a great day. Now you repeat. Excellent work. You just practiced a complete shopping conversation in English. Conclusion. And that's it for today's episode, my friend. You've just learned everything you need to know about shopping in English. You learned how to ask about prices. You learned how to pay. You learned how to return items and get refunds. And you learned many other useful shopping phrases. These are real phrases that native speakers use every day. Now you can use them too. Remember, the key to becoming confident is practice. Listen to this episode again. Shadow the phrases. Repeat them out loud. Use them when you go shopping. Even if you feel shy at first, that's okay. Just try. Every time you use English in real life, you get stronger. Every conversation makes you more confident. So keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, learning English is a journey. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going, step by step, day by day. This is Daily Dose of English, and I'm Tom. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep unleashing your English. Until next time, take care, my friend. Bye for now.